Impa started out in 1962 in Conegliano Veneto, in the heart of a northeastern Italian region near Venice, with the production of paint, varnishing and fillers, and flourished to be numbered amongst the most important Italian realities in their market sector. An ISO 9002 approved company, they are present in various sectors: industrial, construction, bodywork, industrial marble and wood, using paint products which have a high qualitative level and a low environment impact. Fireproofing is an important sector which has developed special products in the area of applying intumescent paints which delay the destructive effect of fire on the framework structures of hotels, shopping centers, industry and airports. Using this surface treatment, structures in reinforced concrete, in iron and in wood increase their resistance to fire, allowing time for the evacuation of the people and for the fire brigade to intervene before the static breakdown and the collapse of the building. The impa product, protecting against the destructive effects of fire, is called barrier. Available in both solvent and water forms, barrier is applied as a normal paint using a brush, a roller or airless, depending on the application type and situation. Only produced in a white shade, it can be tinted to obtain light pastel shades or overpainted with other paints to obtain the final color decided upon. Barrier is normally applied to standard construction materials such as metal structural work, reinforced concrete constructions, cement floors, brick walls and wooden trusses. Barrier is a special paint made up of multiple elements which, when faced with the action of fire, mutate their structures and interact with each other. This reaction, associated with extreme heat, promotes the development of inert gases which swell the created mass until it forms an ever more thicker foam barrier which reaches up to 100 times the thickness of the layer of barrier applied. The foam, which has a rigid texture and high insulation capacity, inhibits the flames from overheating the underlying structure. The fundamental function of barrier is to create a barrier between the fire and the underlying structure so that it doesn't alter its static condition due to the effect of the heat. Barrier's efficiency duration is directly dependent on the thickness of the layer of product that is applied. Now we can see how highly inflammable materials, such as corrugated cardboard, are extremely fire resistant when treated with barrier. The foam, which is produced by the action of fire reaching 250 degrees centigrade, inhibits heat transmission from the rear part of the cardboard so well that you can place a hand on it without being burnt. In this demonstrative test, we can see how a simple sheet of newspaper treated with barrier resists heat. Many applications have been carried out on important structures in various countries throughout the world. The current standards foresee the protection of steel structures in cases where fire could cause damage to people's health. That is to say, in buildings such as schools, hospitals, cinemas, airports, shopping centers, and generally, wherever there is a concentration of people, the use of an intumescent paint is necessary. All buildings, notwithstanding the type of structure, can be applied with barrier if you wish to have an efficient and approved method of fire protection. We are now inside Impa's industrial plant in Italy, where the most modern systems for the production of barrier have been installed. All these products have obtained fire resistance certificates through testing carried out within authorized agencies and in the following different classes. R. Mechanical resistance under the effect of fire, and REI, the aptitude of not letting heat, fumes and vapors pass through, according to the thickness and type of structure itself. Barrier is a product born of impa technology, and the company supply the necessary technical support for the relative analytical integration in conformity with the standards regarding heat resistance classes required by the fire brigade to obtain a fire prevention certificate.